You're welcome. Let's do the headlines. Now again, for a Tuesday, here with me is, of course, the delectable in green, Titi. You're welcome. Again.
Thank you, Mazzino.
Right now, so let's get to the papers. We've got a couple of them, The Punch, Daily Trust, The Nation, and The Guardian. So we're going to be starting from The Punch newspaper this morning, and I'll let you do the honors of starting.
It says here on the cover of The Punch, this Tuesday, March 12th,
yes,
2024.
Yeah,
almost halfway through the month already.
I know.
Goodness
Stop counting,
me.
is what I say.
It says here 28 trillion naira budget brouhaha. Parties demand 3.7 trillion naira padding probe. Northern senators disown Niji, and Niji insists on 3.7 trillion allegation. Senators APC, PDP seek sanction and investigation. Now we have a photo story there. It says Tinubu condemns farmer-herder clashes, unveils Niger,
yes.
Agric airport projects.
Yes.
And
I wanted to say something about that. Now, last week there was the Niger State governor who came out and told about the efforts that they're making regarding agriculture. There's something about Niger State that people do not know. If you've ever been to Niger State, it is huge. And most of it largely unpopulated. There are certain arguments regarding its security and all, but if you look at the expense of good land, good soil that we could use as agriculture, as a resource, it's mind-blowing. And I'm very happy to see these headlines regarding the efforts being put into Niger State by the president and the governor of Niger State itself.
Yeah.
Just to say.
It's actually incredibly important. There are a lot of different agricultural projects popping up here and there, and I'm just hopeful that a lot more young people will get interested in farming.
The argument is to make the NYSC scheme an agricultural scheme. So everybody puts in an hour, or rather a year
of agriculture.
Of input into Nigeria's agriculture. But I'm not the minister, so I am available.
That is a strong argument. Strong argument. If you want to think of the future of food security, it is with our youth. It is in their hands.
Exactly.
Okay. Hopefully someone's listening.
What more inside the Punch?
Unpaid salaries. SSANU, NASU tackle federal government, declares 7-day strike. Commuters groan as one-chance robbers invade Lagos-Ibadan expressway. And there is a little bit of an infographic here. President Tinubu renews hope for oil and gas sector with bold directives. It says here 2.3 million jobs. It says it's a bit hard to read here on the cover. But if you do grab a copy, you'll be able to get more. And of course, this is from the Federal Ministry of Information and National Orientation.
We might find that inside The Nation. Let's move now to The Nation newspaper.
Okay.
This is what we have. Tinubu to governors, pay wage awards to your workers, please. It continues with the rioters. President unfolds plans for student loans, livestock, massive Agric airport project inaugurated in Niger State, like we told from the previous paper. Padding claim, senators put Ningi under fire, and UK bars foreign health workers from bringing dependents. That was a shocker for most people who had this as a hope of immigrating their entire families over to the UK. There are other restrictions as well that follows this, or that have been put in place from before.
It feels a little upsetting, in my opinion, because not too long ago there was like an open door policy, bringing in people who would come in to work in the aged care sector, you know, and I guess once they got what they needed in terms of the UK. Now, I'm saying once they filled that particular sector, that quota, they're shutting their doors.
As a country, what would you do? What could you do? You have a need, there's a demand, you've fulfilled that. Hey, we're done, thank you very much.
Yeah, they have the right to do that.
There are plenty of other arguments regarding the culture shifts inside the UK.
Yeah, sure.
And why they're doing these restrictions.
Sure.
But story for another day, maybe perhaps. UBA plans $100 million lift for businesses in race for Ondo APC governorship ticket. Hots up. And let's see, also those infographics like you told from before are also here. Varsity workers declare warning strike. That's on page 29. And conditional cash grant begins. What else do we have for today? What paper?
Okay, we have the Daily Trust newspaper. It's quite similar. Well, it says, oh no, it's this is not Niger, it's Niger. This time, Niger Republic junta ready to release Bazoum It says here, in dilemma where to keep him, why Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso snub ECOWAS readmission offer, and foreign ministry mum. Now, there's so many questions there, and we will be following up on that story. It also says here under the masthead, hardship, there's nothing more, rather nothing much anyone can do, according to Buhari. It says here, provide land for grazing. Tinubu tells governors. Muslims observe fast amid heat wave, high cost of living, and power outage.
I will say that the Niger instance is like a hurt ex-lover who would like, no, leave me job. No, I'm not coming. But really, somewhere at the back of her mind, wants you to keep coming after them and begging them to come back home because it's to their benefit at the end of the day. The suffering the people are going through, the suffering the countries or the other partner is also going through is very evident. So whether you like it or not, it's to both parties' advantage to actually sort these things out.
Yeah.
Their problem, you might want to put it on the back burner, is your problem. Your relationship with France and whatever caused the military to take over. Maybe it might be for the benefit of the country or not. But I'm good to see that relationships are...
If you can remember the issue of the airspace where
Yes,
a lot of airlines were
detriment.
prevented from flying over Niger.
That was to our detriment, wasn't it?
Because of this particular situation. But hopefully...
We did have one more paper, The Guardian, but I'll just read just one or two headlines there. Investors may forfeit dividends as firms struggle to survive. Bandits storm Plateau market, killed 7, abducts Chinese in Kwara. Tinubu promises to fix farmers' herders crisis in 3 weeks. There's more on The Guardian. You might want to pick up a paper there and get into the story.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for joining for the papers once again, Titi.